That's the way I like it.
Hello, G. Nason here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the topic of a coach, and more specifically, an internet marketing coach. What is a coach? Well, and you can use other terms to mean the same thing. You know, there's coach, there's mentor, there's sponsor, there's teacher, there's trainer, whatever you're comfortable with. But the point is, all these individuals have knowledge or a skill on something that you are seeking. A coach works with you to pass on that knowledge or that skill to you. I grew up in Chicago and played a lot of sports. I started when I was about age 9 and played all the way up through college. And after college, I also did about 6 years of coaching myself. So I was able to see both sides of the coaching coin, as it were. And I had some good coaches, and I had some not so good coaches. But also, I've had a chance to observe some pretty high profile, successful coaches in the professional ranks. First, we had the coach for the Bears, Mike Ditka. As you can see, he used a warm, supportive approach to encourage his players. Here, this rare photo of a very young Ditka shows he probably was born with his gift and his cigar. Here we see one of this year's Super Bowl coaches, Jim Harbaugh, practicing the facial expressions taught to him by the coach that he would later use to encourage his players on the San Francisco 49ers and get them to the Super Bowl. Next came the Zen master for the Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson. Phil was very intuitive and liked to use psychology and mind games to get his message across to his players. He is a master of disguise, adapting to any situation, whether it be looking like Grizzly Adams, the goofy next door neighbor who thinks he's a hardbody, Colonel Sanders, Nervous Nellie, or even Wally the Walrus. With multiple championships on different teams, Phil's style definitely works. Then came the Wizard of Oz, the Chicago White Sox OZZIE Guillen. To be perfectly honest, no one is really sure how to explain Ozzie's coaching style. He is from Venezuela with a very heavy accent, so it was difficult to know exactly what he was saying. In one interview with a sports writer, this way: I'm the Charlie Sheen of baseball, minus the drugs and the prostitutes. Now, I'm not sure what that means, but at times he does appear to be a very loving man. Now, just to balance things off in Chicago, there is another team that no matter who they have as a head coach, they can't seem to win a championship. I'm speaking, of course, about the lovable losers, the Chicago Cubs. They have not won a World Series championship in over 100 years. As you can see here, when it comes to being a successful coach in professional sports, there is no one way to do it. But I do feel that although the coaching styles may vary, there are some principles they all have in common. One of the core principles is in a quote from Phil Jackson, where he says, "Good teams become great ones when the members trust each other enough to surrender the me for the we." This is very similar in concept to the famous Zig Ziglar quote, "You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want." When you are building an online home-based business, finding a good internet marketing coach can save years off your learning curve and save you many thousands of dollars. When deciding on an internet marketing coach, there are 3 must-have qualities to look for. First, they must be honest and ethical. It is very important that you follow someone, and when you follow them, you do everything they tell you to do without question. If you know that this internet marketing coach is honest and ethical, your decision process to do what they say becomes so much easier. Secondly, they have to have good vision and be in the game now. There is value in learning from people that have been successful in the past, but there is way more value in learning from people that are experiencing success today while dealing with current conditions that you are dealing with. And finally, your internet marketing coach should have some kind of live weekly training where they can pass on their skills to you and your team. The key is having people that are successful today, providing the training and the leadership. Click on the link in the message box below or visit www.mywealthformula.com and we will share with you exactly what we do to help and coach you. So click on that link in the description for an internet marketing coach to help you reach your goals.